Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Unhuntables with myself and Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
So today we're hunting through 5p coins. You can see in the description what it is we're looking for in terms of the key dates on the UK coins, but anything territories or otherwise that shouldn't be in the 5p's will make for exciting finds as well. Of course, Grosey will upload a second half of this video where we'll carry on having a natter and what he found, and we'll get to see who found the best coins. But no, do you want to do your obligatory moan about 5p coins, Grosey?
I always say every single time when we cycle through the off denominations of coins, the 5p's, it's 5p's every week it feels like, and they are so small and fiddly that it's always a relief once the 5p coin hunt is over.
It's once every 6 weeks, in fact longer, because I didn't do the Unhuntables last week as I would usually do in my programming, because we were off to the Royal Mint, weren't we? We
went to the Mint, saw lots of people, got lots of coins and lots of, well, not coins, if you count the Henry VIII royal seals.
Yeah, I think we need to bring that up on your half of the video, because you did promise that you weren't going to buy it, and you caved and I did not. So we can discuss that a little bit further in your half of the video, because I've got obviously exciting news and then a bit of nonsense fakery news to cover. But no, the Royal Mint trip was amazing. It was great meeting so many subscribers again. We're looking at going again this month and probably next month as well, because I reckon that we will see. RNLI is the striker in for this month. Gruffalo is the striker in for next month, and I think we will see it change to the Snowman again for the end of the year. So I think we've got 3 strike heroines left for the year. Unless you disagree?
No, I mean unless they keep the Gruffalo for the whole rest of the year, which might be.
Yeah, that's my concern. I'm not 100% sold on whether the Gruffalo is it for the rest of the year, because it's a long time. From October to the end of the year for that to be the strike heroine for that length of time, so I think we will see a separate Christmas one.
Well, that hasn't stopped them in the past. Say, for example, last year the coronation one went on for a good 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, but again, the coronation is that's a massive event, isn't it? Historically, numismatically, and I think the Gruffalo. It's a long time for just to have the Gruffalo as the strike heroine, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess what only one way to find out.
Yeah, bear in mind my track record of guessing what they're doing with strike heroines is pretty appalling. But look, wait and see. So, the exciting news: new £1 coins in circulation.
I know, how exciting! I haven't seen any yet.
So these are of course the new definitive designs which we saw released in 2023. They're the definitive coins for the reign of King Charles III. We've seen all the designs in the set. The Atlantic Salmon 50p was put into circulation last year, and the new bees design. They've got 2 British bees. They can't call them honeybees anymore because they're not anatomically correct to be honeybees. But yeah, they're out in circulation. Just under 3 million of them. So. How do you feel about that mintage figure?
I think for a pound coin it is respectable. I don't think that the pound coin has, but obviously post the change of the pound coin in 2016, I don't think the pound coin has been a particularly collectible denomination of coins.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a nice bit of diversity of designs to have in your change, because I think you do see a lot more pound coins in change than you do, say, 50p's or £2 coins. Yeah, the pound coin is probably the most commonly circulated in terms of, you know, what comes out of the self-checkout machine, or, you know, for example, I bought something today with a £20 note, got £4 in change, and it's 4 £1 coins.
There we go.
So yeah, I think that it's going to be nice to have a bit of variety going on there. Will they become collectible with that mintage figure? Only time will tell. But I think that the value of those at the moment, if there is, to be fair, I haven't really kept up to date with the value, but any value in those I reckon is more to do with the hype of them being new rather than the mintage figure itself. Yeah,
I think I totally agree. I think just under 3 million, it seems like a really low mintage when you look at the other years of the 12-sided pound coin that we've got. It's incredibly low compared to other years, but 3 million is still quite high. I don't think it's not going to be a key date. It's not going to, I don't think, outside of the hype of people wanting to get one immediately and straight away. Because again, I think it's also worth remembering, because the 2023 sets have got that Privy mark, the versions without the Privy marks, the only way you can get them is from circulation. So
That's also true.
people are going to want to keep a good quality or the best quality versions of that because it's the only way to get it without the Privy mark.
That is true. I think in that case then, I forgot about that, it'll probably come down to the same as the 1999 technology £2, where there were no brilliant uncirculated ones of those, where most of them are face value, but if you get a really nice condition one, then it might carry a bit of extra value. But
yeah, but I think again it very much depends as well how many years of circulating Bs that we get on our pound coins, because if every year for the next 10 years we get a new definitive Bs put out into circulation, it'll end up just like the 2017 Shield 50p. It's got a bit of added value, but not massively so.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. But no, it's quite exciting. And have you found one? Is the big question.
No, I haven't found one. I've asked in the bank whether they've had any new pound coins in, and yeah, I haven't.
Yep, nor have I. I am still hoping to get my hands on one because it'd be quite exciting, but fingers crossed.
I'm hoping that... sorry.
I was just saying, because it's always exciting getting that first of the new coins.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, I remember when the 2021 2p coins first came out, and my local Tesco had clearly a delivery of coins that must have been sealed bags of them. So in the self-checkout machine, all came out as brand new shiny 2021 2p. So I'm hoping that the same thing will happen. One day I'll go to the supermarket and they'll have, a fresh batch. But the thing is though, with 3 million, they're not actually going to be that widespread to start with. It will take time for them all to sort of mix in.
Yeah.
So the chances of actually getting sealed bags are probably quite low.
Mm-hmm. So if you go to your self-checkout, and you're buying, I don't know, biscuits, whatever it is you buy, if it spits out a bunch of the new pound coins, are you going to go back and buy some more stuff to get more pound coins?
I hadn't thought of that. I'd have to look on eBay and see what they're selling for.
Grosey's not going to take more than one item to the checkout each time.
See, this is the way my brain works though. You've got to be smart about it, because I can't think of an example, but yeah, here's an example. Say if that was the case, say you're looking for, I don't know, but here's a good example. Say you're trying to get £2 coins in your change.
Yeah.
When you go to a self-checkout machine, if my total is something like £18 and 10p, and I want to pay with a £20 note, I won't just put the £20 note in. I'll put 10p in first, then I'll put the £20 note in. So I've paid £20 and 10p, and then I get a £2 coin, hopefully, in my change.
There we go. Well.
So yeah, you've got to think smarter, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But it does make the question: what happened to the Michael Armitage pound coin? It was announced back in 2022, that we would have in 2023 a pound coin to celebrate 40 years of the pound coin, and that never materialised. That is a design that is obviously somewhere at the Royal Mint which never got to see the light of day.
Yeah. I mean, unless they surprise us when vintage figures come out.
I don't think you could release the 40th anniversary of the pound coin after the event.
Yeah, well, as in if it goes into circulation without.
Oh yeah, but there would still have been a BU, a proof release of it too.
Maybe.
So I don't think we're seeing it. Is the long and short of it, which is a shame, because again, it's these designs that we don't get to see of what I want to see.
You don't think they would sneak it into circulation without telling us?
Well, no, because again, they would definitely have released a BU and a proof and silver and gold versions of it as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think they've got the design, they've just had to shelve it, and it's going to live on a shelf forever. So that's something I desperately want to see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until 2033.
Yeah. But no, the bit of nonsensy fake news, we've had a new 50p released by the Royal Mint, sadly not one for circulation, but as the Gruffalo Child 50p, the third time the Gruffalo has appeared on a 50p coin after a little bit of a hiatus. But what did you think of the design?
Yeah, I think it's a nice design. I think it looks quite similar in design to the ones that were released in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have many complaints.
Yeah.
Any complaints, actually. I think it's a nice design. It works well.
Agreed.
Looks good in colour. Looks good as base metal.
Yeah, that's always a key thing when there is a version with and without colour, that it works both ways as well. But obviously, the fake nonsensy news that is doing the rounds and doing our heads in, if you look closely at the design, the Gruffalo's footprints in the snow have got 3 toes, and it looks at least from the angle we're looking at the Gruffalo's child, that the Gruffalo's child has 3 toes, but according to the films and the books, the Gruffalo's child is supposed to have 4 toes, not 3.
Yeah.
Which has resulted in companies trying to sell it as an error coin. You have to buy this coin because there's an error on the design because it's supposed to have this extra toe and it's lost a toe.
Yeah, I find that a little bit... Look, it makes sense. As from a business point of view, it makes sense to sell the coins as that. I think that it is a little bit...
misleading?
Peculiar. Yeah, I think it's a little bit misleading. Because error implies something that has happened to the coin that was not supposed to happen to the coin as a direct result of the minting process, rather than the designing process.
So yeah, like the fried egg is an error £2 coin because something's gone wrong in the manufacturing process and it's resulted in it looking not how it should. These Gruffalo coins look how they should. That's what the design was. The error is in the designing of it, not adding that extra toe. But very much like the H.G. Wells £2 coin, where you had the 4-legged tripod and the Invisible Man wearing the wrong style of hat, wearing a top hat instead of I think it was a bowler hat that the Invisible Man wore. So that
what would have been cool would have been if there was like a little cud error on some of them, which sort of gave Gruffalo an extra toe.
a fourth toe error. That's actually the correct. But the whole thing is like the people going mad about this. It blows my mind because it's anatomically incorrect for a fictional character that doesn't exist. People, it's like what? Yeah. It's not like they've I don't know, put a second nose at the back of the king's head. It's a fictional creature.
Wait, so that's the Gruffalo's child on the thing?
Yes. So we had the Gruffalo and the mouse, and then the Gruffalo's child.
Yeah. On the I just looked on the packaging. The packaging shows 3 toes as well.
Yeah, because that's what the design is. But bizarrely, the design was created by the illustrator of the Gruffalo and the Gruffalo's child, the illustrator of the book. So the coin design has been created. I don't know exactly how much by the original illustrator, but or whether the Robin have reworked it and decided to toe brush the design to make the Gruffalo's child look a bit more sleeker with just the 3 toes.
Yeah, but it does have 4. It does have the right amount of toes.
What do you mean?
If you actually look, there are 4 toes on it.
Not in the snow prints.
Oh! I was looking at the actual Gruffalo's toes.
Okay, well, I can't believe you managed to miss all of this, the Grosey. But the Gruffalo's child on the actual coin is missing its 4 toe as well, isn't it?
No, it looks like there is a toe. If I zoom in really close, there is a toe. There's like a toe behind the toe.
You haven't seen, you're making me have to go onto the website and check. I think
I've just circled it. You can put that little graphic I've sent you on the screen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, that's not a toe. That's just hair from its foot. You've got to look at the claws. Look at the claws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, it isn't a hair. It's a toe behind the.
How many toes can you see on that picture, Grosey? How many claws?
Toe. 3. 4. But I agree that there are only 3 in the.
No. Across both of those feet, how many claws do you see?
7.
You're wrong. There are clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 claws, 6 toes.
I mean, what if perhaps the Gruffalo's child was sort of crossing his toes whilst he was walking, and that's why there's only 3, toe prints.
I think it's quite clear there are 6 claws there. It makes sense for 3 of them to be on one foot and 3 of them to be on another foot.
No, I agree. But yeah, no, I think it's the same as like the aquatics with the lines on the face. That it's not an error; it's just
I would disagree with that because that is a variant of the design that was struck. It's much
Yeah,
more.
but
It's much
if that
more like
was-
the HG Wells, where that is just the design. The design has been
Oh, yeah,
created
that's
with
true.
this imperfection.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But no,
But
there are
it's
no
not like a
there are no
real
versions of this coin with 4-toed Gruffalo's childs. So there aren't two versions of it, one with 4 toes, one with 3 toes. They are all 3 toes on each foot.
Right.
And
Well,
it doesn't
there we
add
go.
value to
That's
it, so
sorted.
don't fall for the nonsense. This is just how the coin is.
Yeah.
It's an interesting quirk in the design, but it is not an error. In as much as what we've discussed. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap up here and head over to Grosey's half of the video. We'll check out, see what I found, see who found the best coins. Okay then, in terms of finds, we've got 54 from the year 2000 to help me towards my world record. 1 world coin at 20 grosz from Poland, 1997, and then 2 territory coins, both from Jersey. What years were they? 1993. Oh, that's the key date we look for on the actual UK ones, and 2008. So no NIFCs found, but we've got a plethora of finds, so always good. As ever, check out Grosey's half of the video. Links will be in the description. See whether he found anything better than I did today. There are also links to my other social media channels down in the description of this video, and links to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to join that. You'll also find the PO box address and a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job. So please check them out too. All it leaves me to now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.